Welcome to the Uncut Podcast.
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tilt your camera up a little bit. Oh, nope, you're good. Woo! If you sit up, you're good.
All right.
Hey guys,
So we going home now? See you guys later.
Yeah.
We've done
All
our
right,
shit.
Well, we'll see you guys later.
Alright, we filmed the intro, we can go.
Wait, who's that behind us?
Yeah, who's that behind us?
Wait, do we have a special guest behind us?
Now, Corey.
You could stop powering my house for a little bit. Yes.
Our
Can you actually see him?
So first, I just like to acknowledge our primary guest for tonight, Mr. Reed Hawkins.
Woo!
Former Division I SLU soccer player.
Ooh, yeah.
And we also have Meatball Malone. While we are giving him a couple hours to not be a slave driver for the house, he's gonna be on.
Good to have you back.
Fat Malone.
Get on the couch.
Fat Malone in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't bring my computer, so we're not gonna have sound effects. I know you guys are sad about that, but
We're gonna have to make our own
just
sound
make
effects.
sure we get the applause in there.
Glad we can have everybody here on a lovely edition of the podcast.
And
where,
we're also going to get hammered.
We're gonna get drunk during this entire podcast.
Wait,
so
you
it should
guys
be
aren't
interesting.
already hammered?
Bro, drunk streams.
Dude, this sparkling ice, man. Sparkling ice in the theater cup. I'm gone.
That's like 7% tart.
You said man really funny, like sparkling ice man.
What?
It's okay.
Nothing.
Hey,
It's
nothing
okay.
I'm not
It's
even
okay.
sure what I said, dude.
Anyways, welcome to the podcast, everybody. I see Xterin.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep cheering. I see Xterin.
Screen top.
I see Yeet.
The beanie hat.
Welcome, boys. I'm glad you could be here.
Bienvenidos.
I've got a couple good topics for today. Maybe later we'll do some daily questions because I didn't prepare too much, but I prepared enough.
Give me a
to talk about
spicy
some
one.
I
topics.
feel you. Yeah, let's start it off.
But we got a few good topics here. Yeah, there you are, Xterin. Thank you for coming in, giving the claps.
Hey, yo.
Let's begin the podcast with a simple question. How long does it take everyone here to use their shower necessities? Their soap.
We've all been wondering. Now we're
There.
finally going to get to know.
This isn't the kind of data that I would usually make public.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
20
this-
minutes, bro.
But this sparkling ice is doing something.
How
to
much
me.
water you got? That's
Wait,
gotta be
what was
first
the question again?
Wait.
How much
What
water
did you
you
say?
got? How long does it take for you to use your shower necessities?
So, like, wash your hair and wash your body, basically.
Yes.
If you're
Okay.
saying literally,
Like-
am
like
I going
not
as
like-
fast as I can, or am I just
No,
regular?
no. Like if you have an entire bottle of Irish Spring
Oh.
body wash,
Oh,
how long does
how
it take
long?
you to use that entire bottle?
see.
Okay, well, you needed to clarify that.
I'm sorry, I didn't clarify.
I have a decent amount of hair, so. I mean, Matt, you can go first,
Talk
bro.
about a decent amount of hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Let's
not
hear
even-
this guy first. He's
Yeah.
going to...
To go through body soap.
I thought you just used tail and like the mane, horse manes.
Yeah. Usually I do because I do like actually a little known fact. My hair goes from the back of my head all the way down to my ass hair is one long just straight streak of hair.
It's a mane.
Talk
It's
about
literally...
a landing strip.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Holy shit.
In cases of emergencies, my back can legally be used as a landing strip for planes coming down if need be.
You must have a really smooth back. Like, no moles, no blemishes.
Dude, it is just it's
Just fucking...
Like a baby's butt, only with hair.
exactly
Yeah,
exactly.
Well conditioned hair.
Yeah.
Oh, very well conditioned. Body soap, I would say probably a month, honestly, because you know what I mean. But shampoo and conditioner, I go through I'd say probably 2 a month. Like I have to buy a new one every
That's a lot.
every 2 or 3 weeks or so. So I do have a decent amount of hair on me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also got to think, you got to shampoo, conditioner my hair, and then I have my own products for my beard, obviously, from out of Monster. But then I use my normal shampoo and conditioner for my ass hair and
Do you really?
everything else.
No, wait,
that's
do you
impressive.
actually condition your other hair?
No, but
You should.
Cole one time came to the top of the stairs. Me and my family were all sitting in the living room, and he goes, "Hey guys, you should try this sometime. If you shampoo your armpit hair, then you could do this really fast." And you get like,
Of course, Cole said
those are the
that.
things that keep Cole in his brain. And I was like, all right, Cole,
It's
that's
fucking revolutionary. Holy
Cameron,
shit.
you know why,
fucking
right?
genius.
Why?
It reduces the coefficient of friction.
Oh, the coefficient of static friction. Just whip, whip, whip. What do you think that is? That's a coefficient of like 0.0001.
Well, I'd say without conditioner, I'd say it's a 0.3.
Oh, fair.
With conditioner, I'd say 0.16.
Still nice and greasy.
Nice and
It
greasy.
is nice and greasy. Jake, what about you?
Probably like a month and a half for both, except for conditioner, because I don't condition my hair every time I shampoo my hair. So like I go through shampoo more like you go through conditioner. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but
Absolutely.
Makes
so
sense.
like I probably only condition like every other time I
You know
shower.
you're supposed to condition your hair every time and not wash
Yes.
your hair.
Yes, I didn't actually.
You know that.
I
did
didn't
not
know
know
that,
that.
You know
but I
why?
still
Why?
don't do it.
Because whenever you wash your hair, it strips the natural oils.
hmm
And conditioner replaces them.
Yeah.
Shampoo, yeah, shampoo.
Shampoo strips it and dries out your hair, but so my girlfriend, for example, only washes her hair like twice a week to keep it healthy because it would dry out her hair.
Also, the longer you go without washing it, like the less oils that you have to build up.
Yep.
Because when you're stripping them every day, your body's like going overtime to reproduce them, so you get
I
greasy hair.
usually, during the school year at least, I will, if I shower every day, once to twice a day, but I will usually wash my hair every other time I shower, just because because like when you have long hair like me, it does look kind of greasy, but if you get dry shampoo, then it kind of takes away that greasy look of it, and it's actually healthier for your hair to give it time to like be its natural self, you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Skull Kid, what about you?
I'd say about a month and a half. Yeah.
Month and a half?
Yeah, that's
Respectable.
about right.
Makes sense. You got short hair.
Yeah.
What about body wash, though?
body wash?
My
Like-
body wash does actually run out before my
I was-
shampoo. Actually,
Yeah, body wash. I'll say probably. So I shower every day. Probably about 3 weeks. Body wash is gone.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Cam?
I probably go through shampoo every 2 months because I don't wash my hair every day. I do every other day. And then also body wash would probably be like 3 months. I don't use that much body wash because I don't like to. It dries out your skin. And also I'm not like a naturally stinky person, so I don't have to shower that hard. And then face wash probably every like 5 months. Because I face wash in the shower.
Matt, what about you? Because you
I've
got
had-
longer, thicker hair, you know?
I've had my shampoo for like 7 months because I only shampoo my hair once a week.
Oh, for real?
Really?
Yeah,
What?
because one, I have a really dry scalp, so like just if I use
blue.
yes, actually, that's literally what I use.
My
hair, I literally had to like go. I literally had to like get medication for my hair because it itched so bad from the fucking dryness. Like it would bleed because I would
God.
itch it, and it like the dandruff was
had,
really
like,
bad.
lice this whole time.
Yeah,
You have the
no,
mange.
I'm pretty sure I didn't have lice.
He's pretty sure.
But yeah, I shampoo my hair once a week. I don't use conditioner. If I use
Don't condition your hair. Really.
if I use
I definitely would have guessed you would if your hair is
I
very-
thought you would condition
You have
Yeah,
long
your hair.
hair.
Your hair
Nah,
looks
I
like it's
don't.
conditioned.
if I use conditioner, I'd probably make my dry scalp worse. But if I use regular shampoo, it would just like my head would be itchy all the time.
Man, conditioner
You're actually
doesn't dry out your hair,
Not
though.
supposed to use conditioner on your scalp. You're only supposed to use it on the ends of your hair.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
So like
yeah.
the front and like the
Yes.
sides and like
Just
the
si-
back?
yeah, it's not. Conditioner is not at all for your.
Like
you're
clean
not
like you're a
supposed to-
monk,
Yes.
basically.
Really?
So with shampoo,
Yeah,
interesting.
With shampoo, like I could like scratch my head and shit like that. But with conditioner, it's just simply just run it through your hair basically.
Yep.
Because that's what whenever I get my hair cut, that's basically what she does, and like she's told me like that's what it's used for.
Do you let it sit or do you just rinse?
No, I rinse it. Because if I let it sit, some of it like clumps up sometimes, and it feels so weird. Conditioner does, yeah.
I usually, like, it takes me about, well, right now I'm using a shampoo and conditioner combo. So,
Do you have a 3-in-1?
yeah,
No,
I do
body
have the
wash.
3-in-1.
It's a
I
body
do
wash,
have
too.
the
So when it drips down your hair, it just onto your body. You
No.
use that.
For my body
It's
wash,
canceled,
though,
bro.
no, I actually, for my, like, body wash, I use a bar of soap.
That's gonna dry you out.
I know.
You have soft skin?
Hey,
Feel,
so like,
does it feel soft?
Corey, you're aware that
You're a pretty
you
soft
don't
guy.
have to use bars of soap anymore. It's not the revolutionary.
I really like bars of soap.
Do you get the
I
one
don't know
like-
what it is,
do
but
you get
I
the one
really
with
like
the
bars of
rope?
soap.
You about to say
No.
soap on a rope? No soap on a rope?
no.
You gotta be careful. with
For,
that in the shower.
What I really like is the Irish Spring bars of soap.
I do like Irish
Yeah,
Spring.
so-
They
That's
have some
hand
really
soap.
good smelling bars of soap. No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure
Body
it's hand soap. Are you sure?
Body soap.
It's
They have,
body soap.
because there's bodies.
Okay.
There's like body soap, like the bottles.
Yeah.
As well, as
Oh, yeah.
bars.
But usually a bar of soap lasts me about a month. If I use the stuff that I'm using right now, it's lasted me about 2 months now. Because I usually take a shower every day, but I don't need to use that much in my hair. And it's a big fat
You
bottle,
got short
so
hair.
it lasts me about 2 months. But it's a 3-in-1, so I can use it for shampoo, conditioner, and body wash.
One time I saw a 4. Oh.
I saw a 6-in-1.
What is it like?
Shampoo, conditioner, body, and shaving.
I saw a
fucking
6-in-1.
Which
way.
I do
What?
like the shaving one because then you can get your downstairs mix up in there. You know?
Yeah.
Lather it all up. Yeah.
There was one time I
I've never
saw a
shaved my face with
6-in-1.
anything like that.
No.
One time
I've never shaved my
I
face.
one time I saw a 6-in-1. It was from Adidas, I think it was. But the Adidas one, it was like for your armpits, for your legs, for your arms, for your chest. So that's why
Was
it
it
was
Nair?
6-in-1. No. It was just a
I've
body
used Nair
wash, but
before.
it said 6-in-1.
It's
Body wash.
weird.
My roommate nared his legs and everything before nationals, and it like apparently burned really bad.
It stinks.
I've nared my leg.
I've nared my legs.
Does it hurt?
It hurts bad.
It stinks, man. It smells like
stinks.
burning
We
hair.
really tried to convince him to use it on his balls, but he wouldn't.
Oh
He didn't. He's a smart one.
That would fucking hurt like hell.
That would fuck. You would never have kids.
It itches and it stings.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And then,
Ooh, it's
you
a-
take a towel and it just all
Ugh.
comes off.
I know, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's crazy.
Let's take a moment to read chat. We've got Vietnam flashbacks here saying hi to
PTSD.
Fat
He's
Malone.
here. I love he said fat Malone and then he said liberal Malone, so I'm guessing he saw some tweet somewhere along the lines.
It's because he followed you on
He's the guy who
Twitter.
started calling fat
Do we
Malone.
know?
No.
He's the guy who
First
made the
time
meme
I was
Fat
on stream,
Malone.
he said, "You look like a fat Malone," and I was like, "I fucking love that." So, and then he called me liberal, so I'm guessing he saw some of my tweets. How's everyone? I'm doing wonderful Vietnam flashbacks.
We're all doing
Yeah,
fantastic.
we're doing great.
We're doing fantastic. buddy.
Fantastic.
Anyways,
So follow-up question to the whole bathroom thing. Do you guys get dressed in the bathroom?
No,
No.
what the
Walk
fuck?
to your
I
room?
bring
No,
my
I
underwear
walk
and my
to my
socks
room.
to
No.
my
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah,
I sometimes bring my underwear into the
I
bathroom.
just wrap
I
the towel
live-
around me and walk back to my
Yeah.
room.
Oh, but
During
then you
the
have to bring
school
the
year-
towel back.
I live with 3 other
thing I
grown
put my
men,
towel on.
and I will still walk from the shower to my room in a towel at the most. I do have one of my roommates though literally
I mean-
gets dressed in the shower. I've lived with him now for 2 years, and I have seen him shirtless like twice.
If you lived in a dorm, you have to bring your underwear.
The thing is, though, like
I
if
don't.
you
Yeah,
change
I
in
mean,
the
if you have a towel.
But we have our own bathroom. It's 4 of us, and then one bathroom in like a apartment
nice.
style.
the thing is though, if you change in the bathroom though,
Yeah.
all that steam that is just staying in there, it just sticks to
That's
your
my
clothes.
thing.
It
can't-
does.
I
It
need to
really
get
does.
to
I
an
hate
environment
it.
where there's
This is
air
nice.
moving, like my room where I have a fan, and just like dry off and like let the air hit me. If my roommate's not there, then I'll just I'll lock the door and shut the blinds, and I'll just get naked and run around.
Vietnam said he fucking wants you to.
Oh, where's the camera?
Um,
camera. I forget which camera we're looking at.
let's dive into our next topic here.
Oh, you want me to dive on the table?
Yeah.
Dive
Macho
on
Man
the
Randy
table?
Savage?
Yeah, dive on the table.
yeah. It's the cream of the crop.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about.
See you on Monday.
Let's talk about a deep topic.
Oh,
Ooh.
hang on. Let me put my thinking cap on.
Is it
I think we all might as well.
Might as well. Hey, it's deep topic time.
Deep topic time, JJ. Put your
Alright.
deep topic hat on.
Go. Put my thinking cap on.
Just-
Hey, there you go. He's got the right idea. He's got the right
Okay.
idea.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Death and dying.
Oh, God.
How do you think you guys are
It's
gonna
not
go
true,
out?
dude. It's a myth.
Oh,
I
I
already
think
know.
I'm gonna die.
I
How do you
already
think
know.
you're gonna
I
go
already
out?
know.
TJ, let's hear it.
What I talked to a genie.
Mm.
So
When did you talk to?
So
What?
basically, I decided
Boardwalk.
Spill the beans.
when if I ever get this is like if I ever get cancer or anything, stealing this straight from Nick Swartzen, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to a very popular sporting event, whether it be a baseball game, football game, or whatever.
T-shirt gun.
Yep, bro. I'm gonna ask to be like the T-shirt guy. Just start
Oh, because
acting
you
like.
have cancer. It's like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well go out with a bang. So I'm about to be like, you want one? You want one? Nope. Fucking blow my head off with a T-shirt.
Will that kill you?
Maybe, I don't
A
know.
t-shirt. Maybe you just when they hand
Just
you
to
the
the neck,
t-shirt,
so
be
it
like,
snaps my neck.
just put like a knife
like a
right at
bird.
the edge of the t-shirt, gun to just.
Who the fuck farted?
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
The who farted would also
Just
be a
imagine-
great way to go out if you were to die.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
Somebody fucking farted.
Imagine how many people couldn't sleep that night just thinking about who farted. You know?
If
Was
you
the
killed
fart that
yourself,
bad?
if
Yeah.
you shot yourself in the head, but right before you were just in like New York, right in like Times Square, just fucking scream that. Who farted? And just shoot yourself in the
It'd be like-
fucking head. That guy just killed himself because of how bad a fart
I
smells.
wonder if there's anyone around you if a placebo effect would take place where they would be like, this smells awful. You know what I mean?
Like fucking Bird Box. You smell it. Just
Everybody
fucking
kills
kill yourself.
themselves.
What if that's how Bird Box started? It's all
Placebo
placebo.
effect. Your
Oh
eyes
my
just get
God.
dilated for no reason. Yeah.
Reed.
I love Nick Swartzen. Disclaimer: Nick Swartzen.
It's funny, dude.
I think I'm gonna get. I'm probably gonna get fat when I'm over there.
Of course.
Oh,
That's
no,
an
are you
athlete
kidding me?
thing.
Is anyone in your family fat like that?
Man, it's an
I
athlete
mean,
thing,
he's
I
not
swear.
fat,
got a
he's
dad
just like,
bod.
yeah.
I bet my dad's fatter.
Okay, well I'm gonna.
Like you wanna-
Anyways, let him.
I think I'm gonna get fat, have a heart attack, and die.
Respect.
Cancer.
Kinda
40% of us. You know. Let's do the odds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
It's
probably three of
Reed.
us. 3 of us will probably die of cancer.
Oh,
God,
fuck!
no,
Oh, shit!
I know I am.
Oh,
As I was
yes!
gonna say, in all likelihood, so
3 of us
my
will die.
Bro, I'll take
Yeah.
the fall.
Okay, we're good then.
that I know of, I think there's 3 people directly related to me that have had cancer. My grandpa has had like 4 different kinds of cancer, and one of them he's had twice, so he's had cancer 5 times.
fuck.
I think I could be wrong on that, but he has 1/2 of one kidney left because he had cancer of one kidney, took it out, then cancer of the other kidney, and they took half it off. So the man has 1/2 of one kidney. He's still fucking alive and kicking. But
How does he drink water?
Yeah.
the dude's a fucking tank, man.
That's crazy.
That's where they called him Meatball Roderick when he was on the wrestling team. That's where I got Meatball Malone.
Oh my god.
Because he was like
that's
apparently a fucking hard ass in high school or something.
Most wrestlers are hard
So
asses.
Steve.
But I'm sure I'll probably get cancer or something. Because I'm a genetic minefield,
I'm the
man. Narcolepsy, bad ankles, bad back, just high blood pressure.
Overall pussy.
Just overall giant gaping poo.
As long as
So
you
I'm
don't get
sure-
Alzheimer's, you're doing pretty good.
I hope if that's the thing that I'm terrified of. If I want everyone here to promise me that if I ever get Alzheimer's, you'll find me, drag me behind
I'll
the
fucking
shed,
kill
and
you.
yell at my ass.
I will kill
Don't
you.
let whoever's in charge of my
Dude.
like well-being. Don't
goes for
let
me, buddy.
Oh, of course. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Fucking put a cap in my
You
ass.
should on the podcast. This is record, so
Yeah.
everyone knows.
Wow.
I don't want to get off topic that much because you guys still have to go, but like
Yeah.
with Alzheimer's, like I feel like you're not even you anymore. Like I feel like you still feel what you like physically feel, but I feel like mentally it's not even.
You're not
How
there.
terrifying would it be though if you were entirely coherent, just like sitting in a chair in your head and you just can't. You know what I mean? Like.
You can't speak your words.
Because every now and again,
I
because a
think
lot of
about
people
that.
with
I've thought
Alzheimer's,
about
every
that.
now and again they'll have moments of clarity where they realize, my name is Alec Young, I have Alzheimer's.
The Notebook.
99% of the time, I don't know
The
any of you.
Notebook.
And then 30 seconds later, your kid's like, Dad, and he's like, I don't know who the fuck you are. Like, oh my god, that'd be awful. I'd rather be dead.
Could you
Fuck
imagine
that.
being a kid to someone with Alzheimer's? Like, hey, Dad. He'd be like, the fuck are you?
Yeah, imagine if your grandpa got
Yeah,
Alzheimer's
fuck
when you were
you.
like 10, right? And you didn't quite understand exactly what was going on,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't know you. Like, that'd be awful.
Yeah.
I grew up with this dude, and they're just like,
And now he's pulling shotguns on me as he was in his house. Like
Some people
grandpa.
get early onset Alzheimer's at like 35.
Yeah.
That'd be.
And that's it.
That'd be
That's
horrible.
fucking
Do you know the
That's
case
literally
from
it. It's
that,
over.
or is it just like random? Do you know like the cause?
It's
of
genetic.
There's genetic.
Oh, it's
yeah, there's
genetic.
like there's
Okay,
genetic
inhaling aluminum gas for some reason somehow gives you Alzheimer's.
Bro,
Where do you get aluminum
bro?
gas?
Which also, well, so there's ways.
The
And
aluminum
then
gas market.
also, most deodorants have aluminum oxide in them, which is what prevents you from sweating.
Oh.
And aluminum, as we know, leads to early onset Alzheimer's. So if you overuse deodorant, you could get Alzheimer's.
Oh boy, I
Yes.
do like 7
Goddamn
swipes of
anti-
deodorant. So
You
that's
should
kinda
probably
scary.
you should
It's
probably
what my
get
breath smell bad.
like natural deodorant then
So
if you use it that
so you
much.
shit it
Really?
deodorant.
no sweat.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
no
eat-
shoe nice.
No shoe nice.
No shoe nice.
That's
That's
crazy,
awful,
man.
man. But yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure I'll go out that way, or like when I'm like 45 years old, my narcolepsy is bad enough, just falling asleep at the wheel and just
Yeah.
like careening off a bridge or just getting fucking.
That's
dead
the
on.
way to
Does it get
go.
worse with age? Does it get worse?
Narcolepsy, as far as I know, narcolepsy either stays the same or gets worse with age.
You can't get better.
Has
Yeah,
it gotten
doesn't-
worse since you were a
It doesn't
kid?
naturally get better. I don't think so. No, it hasn't really gotten worse.
Do you
'Cause
take
after
Adderall?
Being medic, right now I take what's called modafinil, which is it just keeps me awake. It doesn't like wire me or anything. It just keeps me awake. And if I actually have my next appointment tomorrow at like 8 something a.m. And if it gets worse, then the next step is what I have now. They also give me Ritalin, and then I would
Which is
have,
Adderall.
Yeah, and then I would also take something at night, like a heavy sedative to put me to sleep.
Well, if you think about it
Damn.
though, the thing about narcolepsy is it puts you into REM sleep faster.
Yeah.
So you only have to sleep like 3 hours and you feel
That's
just
what-
as good as everyone else.
It's actually when I went and did my test to see if I was narcoleptic. One of the things they look for where they know is The average person, it takes, 90 minutes to get into REM sleep?
Should be.
I fell into REM sleep between 10 and 15 minutes.
So
every time
your
I fell
sleep is
asleep.
better than everyone else's.
Yeah, more or less. I mean,
Not
because REM
mine.
sleep.
Nah,
Always
man,
gotta
I
one
get
up.
the best sleep.
I mean, I don't
You make
know.
everything a competition,
Bro,
buddy.
Reed hits REM sleep before he even falls asleep. He's in REM right now.
Yeah.
He's hallucinating right
Is
now.
he just?
So, before you fall asleep, like, I'm not talking about like sleep like the night, but like if you like your narcolepsy hits, do you ever just feel it coming?
Oh yeah.
So you feel it and you're just like whatever. Like
They're like, yeah, a lot of times, like, if I'm in class, I'll sit down and my head will get really heavy, and I'll, like, were any of you in my class when I had Peasy?
I was with you in Willarette.
But I would literally, if you've ever been in a class with me, my head will start bouncing real hard, and the thing is, like, usually, like, oh, I'm awake, but I'd do that, I'd be like, oh, I'm awake, and then, like, before I can even, I just be bouncing back and forth, and like, usually someone will have to, like, shake me to get me to, like, come to my senses, but there were some times where I'd be in class, and it'd be like 10 minutes in, and then I would wake up at the end of class. No recollection of being tired, no recollection of falling asleep, I'm just out.
that's crazy.
But more often than not, I feel like on set, like, this, like, heavy lethargy of, like, I don't want to get up, and that's another thing that's awful about narcolepsy is even if I'm not falling asleep, like, even when I'm medicated, I still, a lot of times, get really bad bouts of lethargy where I don't want to do homework, I just feel, like, exhausted, even though I've done nothing, and I'm not, like, ready to go to sleep. I just, like, get a lot of lethargy, and that's one of the worst things, honestly. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah,
But luckily I'm medicated, so it doesn't happen very often.
So is it easier for you to fall asleep at night? Like if let's just say you're not tired,
No,
but you know
because-
you have to fall asleep. It's
No,
not.
because narcolepsy is not just sleep attacks, it's the brain's inability to regulate sleep-wake cycles. So the main symptom is daytime sleepiness or sleep attacks. But another
Out
symptom,
of nowhere with no prep.
yeah. But another symptom is that my brain can't regulate sleep-wake cycles. So it might be 3 p.m. bright outside, and my brain's like, hey, it's nap time. Or it might be, midnight, and I have, like, a test tomorrow morning, I have to go to sleep. My brain's like, no, it's time to stay awake. What are you talking about?
That's fucked up.
Because it can't regulate it
It's
normally.
real fucked up.
Which is why my next step up is them giving me sedatives, so if I can keep my body asleep for 8 hours, then it's less likely my brain will be like, hey, it's time to go to bed halfway through the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Skull Kid, did we get to you? How you would die?
No, we haven't gotten to him.
I
or
mean,
Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't want to get off topic when I just wanted. I was curious
No,
about
that's
some of
good.
this narcolepsy.
That's a filler, dude. I like fillers.
Probably diabetes.
I respect it.
I'm sorry, that's kind of my...
Probably diabetes.
Are you gonna lose your leg
It's
first?
pro to my family. My dad had it. My grandpa had it.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Yeah. Which means I can't eat wings anymore, and that I might just.
Wait,
off
are you
myself
talking
in
about
that
the
one.
type of diabetes that you get, like that you can't help, or the type of diabetes you get from like being morbidly obese?
Yeah, type 1 or type 2.
You're talking about genetic diabetes or just diabetes you
Probably
get for being
genetic,
fat?
and then I'll probably also be fat at some point.
Just get both.
Like,
You should show them pictures of when you were younger.
yeah, I was pretty fat. Like, I had.
I mean,
to find
so was
one.
I, but
No, but
I feel like a
like,
lot of kids were
crazy.
a little bit chubby, you know.
Some people.
Some people, but like I know I was.
but
You
yeah,
were a
so
chubby boy.
Diabetes.
It was diabetes.
Yeah.
Matt, you were a chubby
I
boy.
was pretty chubby.
Yeah.
Before 8th grade. Before 8th grade, I was
Hey,
Fatty
dude,
Woods.
same.
Fatty
Same.
Woods.
Before 8th grade, I didn't fully develop. No, 7th grade for me.
And then in 8th grade, I just
No, Corey.
slimmed down.
It was after 6th grade that you looked like an actual.
It was
person.
like the end of the 6th grade, beginning of the 7th grade. That
He-
was
he
kind of
already
rude.
knows.
Well,
He
you
already
were a
knows.
lizard person before 6th grade.
That was deep, but
What
honestly,
I
can
meant to
agree with
say,
you
what I
there.
meant to say was you had like a glow up from 6th grade to 7th grade for sure.
Yeah, you do say glow up a lot about me.
Yeah, you had a glow
Before
up,
you
man.
glowed up, brother.
7th grade though, that's when I
Everything
peaked,
stayed
and
the same,
I've
his
never been
arms
the same.
got fucking
No, I've always been the same.
Yeah.
Cam, what about you?
Big matey.
I think I'm gonna get robbed. I'm gonna get held up, okay? And I'm gonna refuse to give my shit, and they're gonna shoot me.
I respect that.
That's probably how it's gonna happen.
Like you really
And
want
they're
to
just
fucking
gonna
kill
take
me
it
and
off your
ruin
body.
your life?
I'm gonna say you won't fucking shoot me. You just want my stuff, and then they'll just
They'll
shoot
actually
me.
shoot you.
Yeah. Or they're gonna say, "Give me your phone." I'm gonna say, "No, I have every fucking password on there."
So would you say you're a realist?
Hey man, you ever seen
A
Batman?
realist?
What the fuck does that have to do?
Yeah, what does that
Um,
have to do with this?
I like to think I'm an optimist.
An optimist?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
I'm an optimist.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm
Prime
in my
optimist.
prime right
Optimus
now.
Prime.
Dude, I get into more of a prime every day. I swear. That's how much of an optimist I am.
Always better in yourself.
Exactly.
Always better.
Like this beer, this is the best beer I've ever had right now.
See, I'm the opposite.
Optimist.
If you stay updated on my Twitter,
Look at
Like you just said, every week is progressively worse, so I'm always in the midst of my worst week ever.
Yeah.
So it can only get better.
That's funny, man.
But then it gets worse.
That's glass is full.
Yes.
Maybe it's a sign.
Matt, what about you?
I'm glad you asked. Thank you. So I'm on a plane to Miami, right?
Why? Hold on. Why? Why to Miami?
No, we don't need to know that yet. Let's just hear him out.
And it's snakes.
How old are you?
Okay, it really doesn't need to be to Miami.
But it's
I
already
like
in our
Miami.
hands,
You're on a
it's
plane to Miami.
It's like
whatever.
seedy and
How
stuff.
old
It's
are you?
already to Miami, so
How
you
old
better
are you?
just
Yeah.
describe
I'm on a
it.
plane to Miami.
75.
I'm 57 years old. Okay.
Are you drinking? Are you drinking
57.
a dump?
I'm not
What
that
are you
old.
drinking?
I'm not that old.
Drinking a bug.
Coach? Are you a coach? Economy?
So as we're boarding the plane, I see this guy and he's wearing a what do Muslims wear?
Hijab.
Hijab. He's wearing a hijab, okay? He's got a fucking full blown beard. He might as well be Muhammad.
Muhammad.
So are you just like
He might as well
racist?
be Osama bin Laden's
We all know
fucking
where
cousin.
this is going, but
okay?
keep going.
You're just
No,
racist.
No. Just listen.
I'm kidding.
Just
He's
listen
not
to the
racist.
story, dude. Might as well be Osama bin Laden's cousin, okay? Right? I'm like, fuck. We're going down. We're gonna go down with pride, right? We're not gonna crash into the Pentagon. We're gonna steer to that field.
Fucking microaggressions.
That's what you think, bro, until you listen to the story, okay? So just
Fucking war on terror.
and he ends up sitting right next to me, right? So I'm just sweating, right? I've got my Beats by Dre in. By then they'll probably have like invisible AirPods with them, right?
Yeah,
You know,
your
just-
like a
orgasms
chip.
while you're
Yeah.
listening.
So
Yeah.
listen to those, and I just voice my wife. I'm like, "Hey, honey, I love you. I'm never gonna see you again. Send." And then I turn my phone on airplane mode because I'm on an airplane, right? And then
Nobody
Okay.
does that.
so we take off, and
Wait, you don't do something before
and
you
I'm
take
just-
off?
bro, this is my story. This is how I died, bro.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't apply my
shit.
logic to yours, death. I'm sorry.
You know, it's normal. Besides Osama bin Laden's cousin sitting
I
next
feel
to
like
me.
you've heard like a medium told you this story or some shit.
That's at the end, okay, Jason? And then, so I'm just kind of like looking around, like seeing like maybe I could like knock this guy out or something before he tries to take over this plane. And the hostess, what do you call those?
Airline attendant, flight attendant.
The flight attendant. She walks by and she's like, "We have anything to drink?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll have some whiskey." And then I ask Osama bin Laden next to me. I'm like, "Hey man, you want anything?" It's on me. Looks at me. He's like, "Man, I mean, I really thought about taking down this fucking plane, but I mean, since you're here right now, sure." So I get him a drink too, and we're cool now, right? We're cool.
I guess.
you
and
give
then-
him like a stick of gum
Yes.
too.
And then yeah.
Yeah.
So, whatever he wants. And then I look behind me, and I see this guy, who looks like an air marshal, like a secret air marshal, because every plane has one of those.
Has
Yeah.
Every time you get on the plane, you look around to see which guy it is.
Yeah.
It's the guy who looks like
Why are
Johnny
you raising
Bravo.
your hand?
I have a
dude.
question.
We're like Liam
What
Neeson.
traits about
Yeah.
someone makes you think that guy's a fucking air marshal?
They
Liam
look,
Neeson in that movie. What
they look
movie
like
is it?
Johnny
Liam Neeson?
Bravo.
Bridesmaids.
In Bridesmaids, he's a fat dude.
Between the age of 40 and 45,
Okay.
white male.
Looks like he hates his life.
Look-
Brown mustache.
He's wearing jeans and a polo. Just looks like a fucking air
Clean.
Looks like
clean
Val
shave,
Kilmer.
Yeah.
Clean shave.
You guys
like
know
he's
Val
got-
Kilmer?
Just looks like he'd be a
Yes.
fucking air
Looks like
marshal,
him.
Okay, it's Val
Yeah.
Kilmer, got it.
Like kind of chubby, but like masculine. You know?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And so we're taking off. We're about halfway there. Everything's going fine. And then I turn to the left and I say to the guy, I'm like, "Hey man, watch this." And I get up and I say, "Hey, this guy's got a bomb!" And then everybody's like, "Holy shit! Holy fucking kill him!" And then I just look at the air marshal and I say, "End this for me right now." And he pulls out his pistol and he shoots me in the head. And
Wait,
I
why
die.
does he kill you?
Dude, this is my story of how I died. Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry. We'll have to get a hold of the air marshal and ask
Bro,
him why.
this is way too descriptive. You had to have fucking went to a medium or some shit to have them tell you this shit.
That was all made up.
So you
The
did
worst
assisted
part is
suicide.
Matt
on
dies. The worst part is
Which is
Matt
illegal.
dies before he knows whether or not he saved the plane.
It's fucking funny.
He dies,
Holy
and the guy could have
shit.
hit the bomb right there.
I can't deal with that guilt. No, he never said that. The guy was not like suspicious at all. I just said,
Wait, he said, I'm thinking about taking down this fucking plane.
Oh shit, did I say that? No, but we were cool after I bought the drinks.
Okay, so you talked him off the ledge.
on the rocks.
So you
Yeah,
saved
no,
the plane and
I
then
talked
killed
him down.
yourself.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Sacrifice, I respect
Just because that would, that'd be like national news. That'd be cool.
God.
It's funny.
Wow.
That's a great way
So,
to
that's great.
moral of the story. Never assume that a Muslim is a terrorist.
Don't
What do
profile.
you-
He
he was
was a
gonna-
terrorist.
I know, he was going to blow up
Matt
the
Woods?
plane.
No, I wasn't, dude, because I bought him a drink and he was cool.
Thanks, brother.
But
So what you're saying is,
I
buy every
converted him.
Muslim you see a drink.
I converted him, dude,
To what?
to American.
to full-blown American. Bought the guy a Bud Light
Gave him a
and
stick of
changed his
gum?
name to Jerry.
So what you're
So
saying
what?
is we should buy every Muslim wearing a hijab we see a drink.
Yes.
No, that was I don't know. I was just trying to make you guys think that this guy was gonna blow up the plane just because he's Muslim, but he didn't. Because I was like, hey, bro.
That's some good rhetoric, man.
The moral of the story is
You
just
booted
be
us out,
nice,
he knows we're
man.
all terrorists.
Be nice.
Just be nice. Assume people are good until
nice.
they tell you otherwise, and then you buy them a drink, and then
Then
they're
you're
good.
No,
I brought that on
This
myself.
guy has ripped my clothes off and is preparing to
Nah.
penetrate me. It's like,
I brought it on
assuming he's a
myself.
good
I
guy.
actually thought so.
He said
bringing it up,
surprise,
assuming
it's
everyone was nice. So 2 days ago, I was driving from Los Angeles back down to San Diego,
Mm-hmm.
and we had to stop. To
It's a
get
good
gas.
drive.
And
2 hours.
of course, the fucking GPS.
1.5.
It's true.
1.5 if you're good.
You're not good. Just kidding.
So we stopped. So the GPS took us to a gas station, which is like, and it took us to East LA, which is like Compton, and
Yeah.
all the fucking where the gangs.
Right
are.
next to downtown.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
20 minutes outside downtown, and so like it was sketchy as fuck. Like, so first I pull up to this gas station, and the card reader wasn't working. So I'm like, fuck, and it says go see the attendant. So I try to go in. The door's locked,
Yeah.
and it has like the screen that you like at a pharmacy where you talk
What?
to someone.
A metal
through-
screen.
Yeah, you put your
pressing?
script in, yeah,
Yeah,
in your
like,
name.
slide money under the window.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, the card reader's not working. She's like, yeah, system's down, and slams it shut. So
Oh.
I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, well, we're going. So then I go to the gas station across the street, and I'm getting gas. Everything's fine. And this little Mexican kid walks up to me, and he has like, like the little cards that you can buy that have like little discounts on them.
Mhm.
He was
Gas
selling-
card.
Yeah, he was selling those. And he's like, hey, it's $12, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sorry, man. I literally did not have any cash. I'm like, I can't buy one from you. I'm sorry. So then he goes and he asks the guy next to me. So I'm about to leave. And he comes back and he's like, hey, can you give me a ride like 2 minutes down the road? And I'm like, no. No. This kid's like 10 years old.
Oh, I might have said yes.
What if he's a terrorist, though?
No.
Yeah.
What was going through my head was like, okay, yes, this kid like seems like a nice kid, but what if I take this kid where he needs to go, and then
It's
a
a
bunch
setup.
of people,
No,
it's
yeah,
a setup. And a bunch of
exactly.
people just jump me, steal all my shit, and then like
Bye-bye.
maybe kill me, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
steal my car, like
And you're in California, like you're not at home.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, man, I can't take you. And he's like, please, it's just down the road, like it'll.
Then
be
walk
fine.
if it's just on the
And
road.
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, listen, man, I'm not taking you anywhere.
that's fair, man.
And so then he walks.
And then Reed kicks the kid in the
He
face.
walks over, he walks
Right into
back-
the trash
he walks
can.
back to the guy next to me, who was a Mexican guy, and he was like, "Can you take me down the road?" He's like, "Listen, man, I wish I could, but I'm not gonna do that."
Mm-hmm.
So like, I really feel like that was a setup.
Dude, like, I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of like TV shows and
Yes.
movies and shit like that, but like people do have kids like working
Yeah.
shit
Oh, absolutely. You
like
can-
all the time.
It's
Like,
fucked.
You ask our mom about it, she'll
Yeah.
probably tell you 100
Like,
stories.
especially
Yeah.
in that bad. I know it sounds bad, but especially in that.
that's
part,
terrible. That's probably like
And that's like the
Yeah.
worst area in the United
Yeah.
States,
Yes,
like
yeah.
crime-wise.
One of them,
I'm like, it'd be like
Top
someone,
10,
a kid
yeah.
walking up
What
to
do
me
you
in
mean,
St.
St.
Louis, like,
Louis?
hey, can you just take me down the block.
dude. Memphis,
No,
No,
Yeah.
absolutely
like downtown
not.
No,
Memphis,
I'm
like
not.
fuck
I'm getting in my
that.
car. I'm getting on
I'd
the
probably
fucking
shoot the
highway.
kid or
Yeah.
knock him over.
yeah.
Like I was so scared because I was like, then I got in the car.
No.
I'm like,
Just
we
like,
need to
okay.
get
I'd give him a
some
Kit Kat and I'd be like,
tacos.
"Good luck, bud."
Dude,
Yeah.
for real, like I wouldn't have done it either. Like I hate when like homeless people talk to me. I hate when like anybody talks to me and like ask me for shit
I
because
can
like
get you an Uber.
because I feel
No.
weird because I just want to like say no, but like I'm like I don't want to say I'm a nice guy, but I'm like I just listen to what they have to say, and then I'm one of those dudes that just because most people just ignore them.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
one of those dudes that just doesn't ignore them. I just listen. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I wish you didn't have any cash. That's literally what everybody
Dude,
fucking says.
I was in the West End, all right, like over by like
Central West End.
yeah, Central West End, like where like the Whole Foods is and like the Shake Shack and all that. And there was a guy there. It was a black guy, and he goes, "I need $4 to go get a Subway sandwich." So I pull out my wallet. I give him $2. I said, "This is all I have." He goes, "Come on, man, I only need $2 more." I'm like, "Dog, I gave you money." And then
yeah,
I just
chill out.
Yeah.
I just walked away. Like,
That's-
what else can I do? I had $2
That's
other than
what
a
the
10.
people, you know,
I told you
there's the
not to give it
people
to
that are like, you'll give them like, hey, can I get some money? You're like, yeah, and they're like, you got any more? Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
I get even if they're because especially I don't know if around the world. I don't know what it's like, but in St. Louis, there's a lot of cases of people faking being homeless.
Exactly.
Because there's some high money spots where you can get a few $100s a day.
Right off of
during the winter.
McKinley.
McKinley does pop.
Right off of
Yeah,
McKinley.
By that gas
I pass
station.
that every
You
Yep.
make
Yeah.
a lot of money, so there are people who will fake
Yep.
it.
I'm so
Dude,
sorry.
me-
But like, there was one time I was in St. Louis at the Loop, and I had just gotten done eating at what's the root beer place?
Fitz's.
And we had this whole thing of fried pickles and another box of some kind of food, and we just put it in my car. And as we were walking back, this guy was like, "Hey, like, do you guys have any money, anything like that?" And I was like, I didn't say it, and I think it was Emily who said like, "Well, hold on," went back, got the food, and gave it to him, and he was like, "Thank you." So he was like super grateful for it, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things is because there was also one time where me and my grandma were going to set up for a catering, pull up in a gas station, this guy gets out of the car, walks up, says, "Hey, do you mind if we get a couple bucks for food?" Our grandma said, "No, but I'll walk into the gas station, I'll buy you guys all food right now." And he's like, "We're good." Gets in the car, drives off. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So if you offer to buy them food, if they're saying, "Can I get some money for you?" You say, "But I'll take you to this store right here and I'll buy you food." Most of the time they'll be like, "That'd be awesome, thank you." But if they're like, "Well, no," if they try to make it just seems either they might not be homeless or maybe they want to use it to buy alcohol or drugs.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
It's understandable.
do you know that the old Quick Trip, it's not Quick Trip anymore, like towards like that racetrack, like you're going towards St. Louis, like
Yeah.
past the mill,
Yes.
whatever it is now. Me and Caleb went there because Caleb was buying pods one night. It was like 12:30 at night, and like we were in there, and this dude came up to us and he's like, "Hey, bro, can I get like $2 for gas or whatever?" And we were like, "Sorry, man, we don't have cash or whatever." And he's like, "Come on, man, even change would work." And we're like, "Nah, man, we don't have any cash." So then we check out and we're walking back to our car. He fucking follows us. He's like, "Bro, I see some change in there." And Caleb was like, "Dude, whatever." So we gave him like $1 and change. The dude took the change, didn't even get gas, just took the change from Caleb, went and just fucking drove off. So he just took money and just drove off. Basically forced us to give him money. Like he wasn't like forcing us, but he came to Caleb's fucking car and was like looking in it. Like that's fucking sketchy, dude. Like I don't know. I guess it's just because I think that is Madison, correct? That gas station, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Kind
sure that
of.
is Madison.
Yeah, kind of. It's on the edge.
So like, yeah, I mean, that was kind of fucking sketchy, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't like giving money to anybody because you don't know what they're gonna spend it on. So that's why most of the time I just don't.
In San Francisco, they fucking chuck a bunch of dirt and grime on your window, and then they have you pay them to clean it off. If you're at like a stop,
What?
Really?
Corey.
it's pretty shitty. They'll like take shits in the middle of the road and stuff. Like, I mean, it's bad out there.
See,
That's
my
fucking
favorite is in
crazy.
San Francisco. There was this guy because I've been a few times. I love San Francisco.
Me too, man. It's a
And
great place.
This
Good
guy
coffee.
would
Cal-
take these
California,
parts,
man, dude.
these parts of a
Best
bush,
place.
and he like. I think the person who ran the restaurant that he was in front of like knew he did it and they were fine with it. He like cut this part of a bush out and he would stand right to the side of it.
The Bushman.
Yes, and he would jump out and scare people.
I know the Bushman.
And he doesn't have a cannon or anything, but like I sat back and watched him like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, "Mom, I have to give this guy a fucking $1. I don't even know if he's homeless.
Yeah.
I just want to pay him. This is fucking
No, he's like a
hilarious."
street performer.
Yeah, and I literally I handed him $1. He's like, "Oh, thank you." Put it in his pocket, gets back in fucking spot. He goes, like just scares this guy. He scares people as they walk by. Funniest shit ever.
He usually does it by like the wharf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, that guy's great. I always give him.
When we
him
saw
money.
him, we only saw him the once, and he was like he had pieces that looked like from the bush he was standing by. So I don't know if that's the place he does it or if he moves around and does it, but it's hilarious. Man.
Yeah, he's cool. When people are doing stuff like that, like the guy that has the mustache trick, you ever see that video?
Yep.
Like that guy, he's doing the best he can. He's
Yeah.
clearly homeless and he's trying to make the most of it. Like,
Yeah.
That's a genuine homeless person. He's
Exactly.
just doing shit. He
Yeah.
has a talent that he wants to show off.
Man, in Chicago one time, I saw a chick who was just laying there and her leg was literally rotting off.
Yeah.
It was in like the height of November and it was already snowing there.
Oh,
And I swear to God, she had frostbite and it turned into gangrene probably. It was just real bad.
oh. There was whenever I was going to a Cardinals game with my parents a long time ago. I don't know if you guys have seen this person, but like, on the way there, on the walk there, there would be people like kind of selling tickets or kind of begging for money.
Yeah.
There was this girl in a wheelchair and she was like missing half of her face. She was like, "Can you spare me some money?" Blah blah blah. And I was like,
Missing half of her
I feel
face.
bad for you, dude.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it was burned off or
Right.
something, like in a fire. Or
You ever see
something. Like, have
Slumdog
you ever seen that
Millionaire
person?
though?
Yes, I have.
Man, like, there's like the scene where they're like literally harming these children, giving them disabilities, so that when they beg, they get more money. Like,
Yeah, I've seen that.
it could be that for all you know.
It's
I
fucked.
mean,
We
Yeah.
could be living in Slumdog Millionaire.
exactly.
You want to know how I died?
How'd you die?
Mesothelioma.
It's pronounced mesothelioma. Thank you.
Hey,
No, my grandpa
get a
died
big
from it.
lawsuit.
I know what it is.
Man,
I
I'm
know
gonna
you
get
can get a big loss.
I'm gonna get MRSA. I swear to God.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with
That's-
That's
mesothelioma,
That's like staph that's resistant.
you
to
may be
antibiotics.
entitled to
That's what my
financial
dad-
compensation.
You know, everyone knows Troy, and his girlfriend's my cousin Marissa. My dad has called her Marissa.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh
That's
shit.
classic.
MRSA.
That's what Emily's younger brother, they call him mesothelioma because his name is Mason.
It's longer.
That's so much more longer and
Yeah, but it's
like
funny
not
sounding.
needed. So with dying, what do you guys expect to see?
Be trippy as fuck.
Yeah, just
So I personally don't believe in an afterlife or anything. But and for the longest time I was always really afraid of death because just the idea of like oblivion and not leaving behind a legacy and just kind of freaked me out. But from like
Alright, Hitler.
Hitler was a Christian, so
I know he left behind a legacy, though.
He's a titan of the
Right here
fucking
we go.
20th century.
You live by legacy,
Bro,
so-
guys, are you serious? Hitler's not dead.
Yeah, you live right
So
by
he's
legacy.
not dead.
So
But yeah, so but then I like from all accounts, like a lot of stories I see is people say like that if they like died and come back, they feel like a sense of like relief and entire relaxation. A lot of people say like, "Are you afraid?" They're like, honestly, I don't want to die, but I look forward to being in that again. So even if there's nothing in it, but if it's like that sense of like serenity, like fuck it, man, it's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
true. What about you, Reed?
Your brain releases DMT,
I mean,
so you go crazy.
You get dumb lit, right?
I'm
Yeah.
Catholic, so I'd like to believe that there's an afterlife where you can go see all of your relatives and stuff, but honestly, like, the thing that I would like to happen is, like, I would like to just be, like, honestly just a spirit and be able to just watch, like, my family, like,
Mm-hmm.
just
for
chill.
generations.
Like,
Prosper.
Generations just
Would
just
you want to be
chill.
able to interact with other spirits? Because I feel like it would drive you crazy being isolated like that.
Well,
forever.
no, I'd be with my family, you know?
But like not being able to interact with anything or anyone.
I'd be living vicariously through them.
Yeah.
Watching your grandson lay pipe for the first time, being like, "Yeah, get it, my guy."
Get
That-
it, son!
Pervy old ghost.
This is the 4th time my grandson has jacked off today. Good for him.
Yeah, how awful would it be though, be like living vicariously, and then like you see like you're watching your great grandson, and they're just an absolute shit kicker, and it's like, man, my bloodline has gone to shit.
And I just go to someone else. And,
Just follow someone else's family, be like, fuck it.
no, like, all right, I'm going to your brother.
Yeah.
Skull Kid, what about you?
So I was watching Naruto. Really good anime, and you guys are watching. Fucking great. But look, so like when they died, they were in like a black,
Go to my bathroom.
like a
Years.
a full black like thing, and there was a light. You could walk to the light. And it's like your dying thing that you should like your biggest regret or something. Like you gotta do something with it, and then you just go and live in like the fucking you're just in paradise. Just yeah, I don't know.
It'd be awesome if there was paradise.
What would you do there all day? Like,
Probably play WWE 2K19.
there you go. Like, what if
But
you
in
made
real
it to
life,
heaven
in
and it was
VR.
like, you made it to heaven, now you can get all the bitches you want,
I like those ones.
gamble as much as you want.
I wanted. You guys ever seen This Is the End?
Yes.
Yeah, in the end of it when they sing Backstreet Boys, but like
They're all it's like we can smoke weed. And everyone's like, fuck yeah, we can smoke
yeah, it's
weed.
heaven. Yeah, that's what I want my heaven to be like. Seth Rogen's gonna be there.
That's what
Right.
because when I was young and I was like, I believe in God and all that. I always wondered in like because in the Bible it's like no violence, no this, no
Afterlife,
that.
I think.
But like me, Alec Young, the person that I am right now, like I enjoy wrestling, violence. I enjoy things that are considered sins in the Bible. So when if God's real and if I went to heaven, which if God's real, I'm probably not gonna make it to heaven. But would my consciousness change to be something else where I didn't enjoy those sinful things anymore? Because if so, that kind of sucks.
You'd have to be perfect.
Like you're changing me. Like you're taking like it's not really me anymore if I don't like all these things that I used to love.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah.
changing your own self to be something else, you wouldn't remember your old things, would you?
I mean, I'm assuming if you're in heaven, you can remember your life.
I hope
Probably could, but would you?
You might look back
If you're
on it and
changing
go,
it-
oh, it's so much better now. But like, I don't know,
Is this
man.
yours?
Yeah, you
Hair
can
was
have it if
pretty
you want.
sweet.
Okay, Jake, we'll get to you in a second. Alec, can you read those comments from Vietnam Flashback? See what he
Yeah.
says there.
So he said first off he said I'd rather die in war. And then
Okay.
he said, real question, have you guys seen the videos about Drake and little kids? on Twitter. He saw someone ranting about how he like was touching a 14-year-old girl on stage.
We're not gonna talk about it.
And then he said, in Canada, my soldier buddy says there's a thing called, in his city called Welfare Wednesday, where homeless people get their money, and he saw homeless people fight over a Twix. I mean, I'd fight Cameron over a Twix.
That's Vancouver,
Twix,
isn't it?
definitely.
No, you would not fight
No,
me.
that we're what
Twix?
part of Canada?
First of all,
is that?
people fighting over a Twix is just in
I might have
general
shit up my
hilarious.
sleeve. You never know.
Oh, you might beat me, but I would give it a good try. You used to be like a really good wrestler. didn't
Yeah.
you? So you could probably kick my ass, but it's a Twix.
I'm a wild card because I'm a small
I
guy.
have a
Yeah.
Milky Way up his sleeve too. Just some incentive.
Yeah, that's what's up. It seems like you can have the Twix. I have a Milky Way. I'm like, well, fuck, I want the Milky Way. The Duke's up, my guy.
You'll never catch me fighting for a Milky Way. They're just not that good, dude.
Oh, I
They're
love
good
that.
enough.
I like
Ways are
Milky
so
Ways.
good.
I don't like, what are they called?
Three Musketeers.
I love
Yes.
Three Musketeers.
I don't like.
I like Three Musketeers.
Nougat is the new goat.
Now Snickers, bro, I'll smack you for a Snickers.
Oh, man, a Take
Smack you
5.
right now.
Kit Kats.
I'll
Hey,
take your money for a take
how
5.
come
Oh, I'll
Sam
take
said
5 for a
shut
Take
up?
5.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, hey,
Thanks,
Luke,
brother.
we'll just
Take
quit
10
the
for a
podcast,
take 5,
bro.
maybe a couple.
Then you get Take 2s or 2
Jake?
Take 5s.
What do you think is gonna
Luke,
happen in your
if
afterlife?
you donate $5 right now, I will do a naked lap around Corey's house.
Okay.
On stream?
Do it
It's
in
hard to
bits
say,
though.
'cause I'm
Do
gonna-
it in bits though, so I can actually get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you donate
what did
500
all
bits.
you say? Like, who all here in here is actually like Christian and thinks that like when they die, read and okay. So I'm
I'm
gonna
Catholic.
I mean, I'm Catholic too, but like I don't go to Catholic church anymore.
No, me neither.
Because like Catholic.
Same.
Did you see the first of all, before I get into this, did you see the thing about Catholic priests that in Illinois alone in the past like 30 years, there's been over 500 priests that have sexual accusations against them.
Fuck.
Over 500.
me.
Think
Dude,
about that.
it's
if
crazy.
500 priests
In the
have
last, like, 30.
accusations, and let's assume half of them are false, which they're probably.
I think it was like over 170 or like proven.
It's always going to be
So
accusations.
let's assume
yeah.
if there's 500, let's assume half of them are false, which let's be honest, probably not the case. Probably more of them are true.
A little bit more.
But let's say half of them are false. If you think if each one of them
Hey.
has probably touched in their time a lot of kids, like
Yeah.
if
In the
250 of those are
confessional
true,
alone.
each one has done that's 2,500 kids right there that have been. That's my biggest objection. Not like one of the things that I hate about not just religion but organized religion. Especially
Side
Catholic
note-
churches, like they literally cover it up too. They don't care about the kids.
Like-
They may say, "Oh, read the Bible, all high and mighty," but they don't care about the kids, obviously, because they go out of their way to try and let's
They
say
try and
this guy's
fuck
been
the
accused
kids.
of fucking a kid.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, "Hey, you're an awful person, let's turn you into the law," they'll just move him somewhere else. They'll just go, "All right, we're gonna move you to Minnesota where no one knows about it, so we can fuck kids there too."
You
Like-
can't trust a
Fucking
parish
kids all over the
priest.
Side note.
And-
Side
yeah,
note.
you cannot
Side
argue.
note. Side note. Luke says
Stop
all
fucking
his
that.
money goes towards two things:
Super great.
food and booze.
Yep.
Continue, guys.
Okay, but so I'm at the point right now where like I've been believing in God like my entire life since like your parents tell you that God's real or whatever. So like obviously you want to believe in God,
But you went to Catholic school.
and I
too.
went to Catholic school. So I'm at the point where like I've already talked to my parents about this. Like I want to make the decision on my own, like if God is real. And like I'm not saying that there's not a God because like there's certain things in this world that like you just have to think that God is real. Just because there's certain coincidences, certain things on this earth. Like so I'm at the point where like I believe in God. I believe that something had to have created this beautiful earth. Like how beautiful like how everything works. Like it's just fucking crazy to me. So like I think that there is a God, but like I'm at the point where like I don't want to go towards one religion because like it's crazy that if somebody is born in like India, this is what I was thinking about the other day. So like are most Indians like Buddhist? Is that what they are?
They're Hindu, Buddhist, or Muslim.
Yeah. So like let's just say you're a kid, you're just born, your parents say, this is the religion that you want to believe in. It's Buddhist. That's the only way. So that your whole life you're like, okay, I've never even heard of Christianity.
Yeah.
You just grow up 80, you die 80 years, you're Buddhist or whatever it is. You die 80 years later. And let's say just say Christianity, you have to be Christian to go to heaven. You fucking die, you go to hell. Like
Which
I
one's
don't
right?
I don't want to
That's
I don't
why,
I don't
yeah.
want
I
to
think-
So, I have two theories. One, Jake, I think of myself as more of a deist, which is I believe that there's a
see.
God.
That's how- yeah.
But I do not believe that he intervenes in our lives.
The architect of the universe.
I think he just sits
Yeah.
back and is like, all right, I did this.
Kicks
shit.
back with a brew
Yeah,
and he's
you
like,
guys- you guys-
"These people are fucked up, man."
Yeah,
Yeah.
these guys, you do what you want to. Like, I don't think that, like, for me, that's what deism is like you believe that there's God, but you don't think that he's, like, active in everyone's lives every single day.
Because it'd be unfair if you were only active in some. That is another thing
Also,
I'd like to take on.
Kind of a hot take. I picture religion as language. Each region has a different religion, and it's just like it's like a language.
I mean, you're not wrong.
If you think
It's a
about
culture.
It, it's it's a language. It's a culture. So like here, United States for the most part, it's Christian stuff like that. Different parts of the world, it's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like different languages.
Yeah.
One of the biggest reasons that when I kind of had my big realization where I kind of fell out from religion was that even, and I think it's, I want to say it's Ricky Gervais, I don't know though, who has the quote that if there is a God, he's a fucking asshole and I don't want to worship him in the first place, because if, let's say there is a God, right?
I hope it's Ricky
which
Gervais.
which I don't think, Ricky Gervais has some phenomenal quotes on this kind of
Yeah.
thing. But even if there is a God, and it's like, let's say the Christian God, a God that first off allows all the shitty shit that happens in the world, and there's the cop-out answer of like we do it to ourselves, like he made us, and apparently he knows everything, so he could have stopped it. But like you said, if there's some kid born in bumfuck nowhere, even if he doesn't live to be 80, if he lives to be 10 years old, never hears of Christianity, and dies something, he goes to hell. No, I don't. Even if
That's
that God
not
is,
fair.
even if that God is real, fuck you. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
a
that's
fucking
why-
terrible-
It's about the purity of your soul.
That's what I like. I wish that was the case. Like, genuine nice people that, you know, that they're on this planet to not only just have a good life, but like help others. Like, and you're just a nice fucking person. Like, they should be able to have whatever like if there's heaven and hell, like they should be able to go to heaven. Like, that's what I think. I don't like religion. I've told my parents this like a million times because my parents are Christian. Like, it's unfair. Like, it really is unfair. Like, every religion is unfair. Like, there's not just one religion. There's like multiple. So like if your religion is 100% right, that means millions of other people are going to die because yours is the only one to believe in.
Or you're gonna get fucked for being a good person, even though your religion
Yes,
is wrong.
exactly.
Because what if,
Basically.
let's say Islam is correct, and, you know, controversial subject, but people say like, oh, that's not what real Islam is. But in the Quran, in the holy book of Islam, there are like a shit ton of spots where it's like, yeah, kill the infidels, fucking spread, like it's like spread the religion by the sword. So what if Islam's right and you're being a good person, but you get to go to hell because you never killed anyone because they didn't believe in
Well,
Islam?
that's like the more irrational versions of Islam.
I mean, it's in the Quran though.
But like,
in the Quran,
the main 5 pillars of Islam are giving alms to the poor,
Yeah.
making a trip to Mecca, you know, fasting for Ramadan, stuff like that.
And obviously,
so.
the vast majority of Muslims aren't, you know what I mean, like jihadist nut jobs. But it's just, that's another thing that always bugged me is how, like, as culture evolves and as the human race evolves, stuff like that, we kind of, ideally, I hope and I believe, well, I don't think it'll ever happen, but I hope that someday we shed religion itself. 'Cause I think religion is an archaic, you know,
Absolutely.
idea. But like that, they kind of evolve like where, as 100 years ago, they read the Bible and they were like, all right, if you fuck a dude, we kill you. If you cheat on your husband, we fucking kill you. If you do, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like we read that and we go, it's just a product of its time. It's not what it actually is. Like,
Yeah.
at what point, like, can
Were
you...
the Aztecs wrong for
But- but I'd say,
sacrificing
can
humans?
you, like, how far can you skew it from what the book actually says? For like, I mean, it says clear cut. If you fuck a dude, I'm gonna kill. Like, obviously not in those words, but like, if you lay with another man, you're an abomination, and you're supposed to get stoned to death. But it's like, and then some people or 21st century go, obviously that's a product of its time. It's a sin, but we're not gonna kill you for it. And some people are like, no, we're gonna fucking kill that guy. Whereas Islam, a lot of people are like, this is a product of its time, it's old, we've moved on. And some people are like, no, we're gonna fucking blow up America
Yeah.
because they're the West and they're not Islam.
Exactly.
I just
don't
hope
So it's
reincarnation
in
is
people.
real.
It's in the people who
Whoever
kind of,
interprets
what
it.
they do with it.
Eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
I want to be reincarnated as a dog.
What religion believes in that?
Chinese.
Hindu believes in.
I thought it was
That's
Chinese.
why- I believe that's why, because like the cow is a sacred animal, is because they believe that their ancestors are reincarnated as cows. I think. Could be
No,
wrong.
I wanna be-
Maybe it was a joke somewhere and I took it too
No.
seriously, but I'm pretty sure that's why cows are sacred to them and they don't eat beef.
Guys,
No, the
It's 'cause
better
they
your
believe that's
soul,
their reincarnated
I
ancestors.
wanna
the
be
better your soul, the more
reincarnated
likely you are to be
into
reincarnated
the only
as a
goat
human.
that lives in California.
So,
That's how it works.
Alec, you believe when you die, you're nothing anymore. You just don't have a
I-
conscious.
I've
There's just
I've
nothing
always,
after
I
you
kind of,
die.
I pride myself, and I just am a more logical thinker when it comes to stuff like that, and I believe that there is nothing in this world that would make me believe there's some magical afterlife. And by all accounts, like, when people die and come back to life, they'll say like, oh, I saw heaven, but that's just, like he said earlier, your brain releases a shit ton of wicked chemicals when you die.
It's trippy as fuck.
Because you think about it, a lot of people say, I saw heaven, a lot of people say, I saw hell. But if you go across the world and you talk to other people, they're going to say, I saw Vishnu, I saw... You know what I mean?
saw fucking
I saw
Valhalla.
Allah. Yeah, exactly. Like, so, Yeah, personally, I believe that when you die, it is oblivion. Your consciousness dissipates, and
Is that scary to you? So you go to bed every night, and like, let's just say you have a fucking heart attack. Does that scare you at all? That you just
It used to.
You think that you're just gone forever.
It used to.
There's no more Alec the Young. There's no more my consciousness.
Yeah, it used
You're
to
gone.
scare me a lot, and it still does. Like if I'm
that's
like,
gotta be scary.
Because I overthink things a lot, so I'll be laying in bed, and I'll think like, man, I'm sleeping alone in my bed upstairs. The nearest person is my parents, who are downstairs in a room. If I had a heart attack, a
No one
stroke,
would know.
anything right
No
now,
one knows.
no one would know. They'd find my body in the morning. I'd be dead.
And aneurysm.
Yeah, sometimes I think like, man, that's terrifying. But on the other hand, I'm like, I'll be asleep. I won't notice it.
You won't
and
notice it, it's
and my
fine.
consciousness will be gone. So it's not like I can fucking do anything. Like,
Okay, look at it this way, okay?
it's
Before-
terrifying to me. It absolutely is. But all the stories of people saying it's like calming and like it's serene kind of gives me some it makes you feel a little bit better.
It's comforting.
Yeah, comforting. Yeah.
Tastes good.
Look at it this way, though, okay? Where were you before you were born?
Not-
In my mom's.
You were nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So
My dad's
death
texting
will be the
me.
exact same thing.
Exactly. That's
It's not
kind of
there.
the belief is that you don't remember you before you were born. You weren't like, man, that sucks. I'm not born yet. I can't wait to live. Right after you're dead, you're not gonna go.
You
Man,
have
it sucks.
nothing.
I'm dead. It's just not.
That's why I
Oblivion.
think reincarnation could be a thing. Like you die and you just somehow
Your energy might go somewhere.
your conscious, like your spirit, just goes into another thing. But like you have dementia.
What if whenever
You
if,
might
like,
turn into
you
a
get
fucking
reincarnated
hydrogen
as a
atom.
person, and for the first like year of your life, you fully remember everything that happened in your past life, but you're a baby, so you can't communicate any of it. And then as you move into that new life,
You just keep
all the
forgetting.
memories slowly fade away, and that's why you kind of people have like weird like quirks and stuff like that. It's just carryovers from stuff you learned in
Yeah.
your previous life.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool.
Do you guys?
It'd be a good way to explain
I'm gonna go
evolution.
pee real quick.
Mhm.
It's you reincarnated, and when you were in your previous life, you found out, hey, we don't kill the red toad because the red toad's poison.
Exactly.
And that's why, as you evolve, they know to avoid the red toad. You know,
Hey,
that'd be an interesting.
We don't eat the
idea.
We
Well,
don't
and
eat
every-
the apple, but we did.
We fucked up.
Everything,
fucked up.
everything that you eat that tastes good and everything that you eat that tastes bad, it's evolutionary. When something smells bad, it's because you evolved to know that it smells bad.
Yeah.
The reason shit stinks is because you evolved to realize I should stay away from shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
It doesn't taste good.
everything.
It's not good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Explain eating ass then, Cameron.
Yeah.
that's just
But
fun.
that's
That's just fucking.
I
That's a
could-
good time.
I could literally talk about religion all day, but that's another kind of talk on the segue from kind of religion and evolution. It's Richard Dawkins. There's this theory that the reason religion is so prominent is because it is evolutionarily beneficial.
Mhm.
Because if you think about it, the example they use is if there's two kids and one kid is blindly obedient to his elders and one kid is defiant, and the elders say, "Don't go near the river," because let's say there's crocodiles there. Don't go near the river. The kid who's blindly obedient goes, "Of course, I'll never go near the river." The rebellious kid might go, "I'm gonna check it out." Gets eaten, right?
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
evolutionarily, the trait of being blind, because survival of the fittest, natural selection, the traits that are the most beneficial, the ones that aren't beneficial will slowly be weeded out of the gene pool.
Yeah.
So the trait of being blindly obedient to your elders is going to carry on because that's what keeps people alive. If we say don't go into the forest because you're going to get killed by the animals, the kid who does that his genes are going to carry on. So there's the idea that the reason religion is so prominent is because that evolutionary trait of being blindly obedient to your elders is beneficial. So
Yeah.
more people are blindly obedient, and then religion kind of carries into that because when they say God is real, the people who say, "Nah, that's not true,"
Those are the ones that are gonna get eaten
that
up.
trait has kind of been pushed out. So now people are like, "Of course, God's real," and they grow up that way. So that's interesting. Richard Dawkins talks about it in his book, The God Delusion. Great book. You should read it.
Check it out.
Mr. Dion, can I speak now?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just want to touch on the point. Well, you were talking about earlier. You said like if there is a God and he lets all this bad stuff happen, like basically he's a piece of shit and stuff like that. But my theory on that, because I do believe in God and I was brought up to believe in God, so I'm more likely to. I went to a Catholic school. I didn't even think about like the fact of the idea of me not believing in God until like I was in high school and wasn't
even a
Catholic
thought.
school.
Yeah.
But basically, my theory on that is, if there wasn't anything bad, there could never be anything good. You know what I mean? Like,
I get what you're saying.
There's
yeah.
only good because there's bad.
Yeah, like yin and
But
yang.
You can't have light without dark.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then wouldn't heaven fucking suck then? If heaven is all things good, wouldn't it be just as fucking boring as shit then?
I mean,
Yeah, there'd be
that's
no-
like that's a little different. That's heaven.
But I mean, like, if you're saying, if God would have made heaven on earth, there's no bad. Everyone lives full and happy lives. There's plentiful everything, and you're saying that sucks. Like, there
No,
can be no.
but
there
once
can be no
you're
good. Wouldn't
once you're in
also
heaven
be
though,
that way?
once you're in heaven though, you know, like, oh shit, like this is heaven. Like this is different. Now we don't know. Like you can't prove to me right now for 100% sure that God exists. But you know, it's just kind of like a faith thing. Like, but once you're in heaven, like past the life on earth, then it's like, I feel like that's just a little bit different scenario because
I get what you're saying. Because if you're in heaven, then you like have the retrospect of I've lived on earth. I know the bad things are there. I know like, you know what I mean. You've kind of earned that. I don't know. I can empathize with that kind of viewpoint. I still personally, I just think like if it's a God that claims to love everyone and everything, then he wouldn't allow, like we said, like the kid who, and it's, I know different religions have different takes on it. Like some religions say if you don't believe and praise God, then you're going to hell. Some religions, I don't know, some people interpret it as if you don't believe in God, but you're just a really good person your whole life, you're charitable, you're just out of the kindness of your heart, then you'll still go to heaven. But if that's not the case, then the kid who only lives to be 8 years old and then dies of cancer in Zimbabwe and never hears of Christianity goes to hell. I just feel like that's like you're damning that kid to eternal hell
Time out.
because he was born somewhere.
Unfairly.
He probably died from AIDS.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I think there's
But definitely
is a
not
thing
malaria.
about that. Like if
I was
like
about to say something.
like a very young person dies,
I was about to say something. Yeah, about that.
they don't just go to hell. You know what I mean?
I was about to say something. So, my parents are very Christian, so like I talk to them about it all the time. And like I've never read the Bible, you know. They have, but apparently, if you are,
You don't have the Bible.
if you
out?
have not heard of Christianity, in the Bible it says if you have not heard of Christianity, you won't go to hell because you haven't heard of Christianity. I don't know the exact extent to what fucking happens to you when you die, but apparently you do not go to hell if Christianity has not been spread to you and you have not been given the chance to believe.
Stupid.
Going
So-
off of
I'm
that,
not gonna give you the
going off of that, who here is an atheist?
Like 100% an atheist.
100%.
Like you think that when you die, there's no.
I would go so far as to say I'm an anti-theist. I actively believe that religion is a negative thing in the world.
Why
Okay,
though?
time out, time out,
Why
time
not
out.
want?
Before you
Why
say
not
that-
just give yourself the chance to want?
So-
Because I don't want to live my life based on something that may or may not happen. I'd rather
Time out.
take the time that I have
Listen to
now
my
and
question. Listen
do
to
what
my
I want with
question.
it.
So,
Yeah.
my girlfriend is an atheist. She doesn't believe in God. She was raised Catholic. So my whole thing, I told her, I was like, whenever I have kids, I want to get them baptized. Just so, like Jake says, you have the chance. Like, if you want to believe in it, that more power to you. But if not, if you don't believe in it, like,
Just the opportunity.
yeah, you have the opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Just know
like,
religion
you
is
agree with
religion.
that?
Like this earth is beautiful. You know. Like,
It's hard for me to look at that way because, like I said, like my big thing is like I refuse to live my life following these specific tenets just because
But they're
might
good
get
for
to
you.
heaven.
They're genuinely good
Not all
tenets.
of them, though.
Exactly.
I agree
What's
with
bad
you.
about them?
Well, like if you look at just
I am not
if,
Christian.
If you're looking at just the
But
10
what's bad
Commandments,
about them?
I believe 4 of the 10 Commandments are literally just about praising God. Don't take false idols. Love your whatever. Like
How is that a bad thing? It's Zen.
Not that it's bad, but that it's if
False,
you
false
look at
idols
religion
can
I'm
be more
looking
than other
them up.
gods. It's like
yeah, no,
money,
yeah.
Do you know about the 7 virtues?
Yes.
Of Islam?
No, of Christianity.
The Beatitudes.
You know, patience, diligence,
So
things like that.
Obviously
They're
I'm not
good
saying,
traits.
Obviously, I'm not saying everything about every religion is all bad. Obviously,
Yeah.
Christianity has, you know what I mean. There's a lot of tenets like, don't kill people, don't fuck this guy's wife. Obviously, that's a good thing. But if you look at it, Christianity is probably, I mean, not Christian, but religion as a whole is probably the #1 cause of death in the world. Christianity,
Agreed, yeah.
religion has
Sure.
caused
What about the
millions
people on
of
the
death, probably billions of deaths.
Not in the
across
modern times, but
not in the modern times.
historically,
in the
yeah.
course of the
So-
world. I just think overall, religion is a wholly negative
Here,
force in
I have
the
the
world.
10 Commandments
Because
right
you
here.
don't need,
Want me to
you
read
don't need. I don't. People say like if you're like Steve Harvey, for instance, fucking asshole, by the way. Steve Harvey says that he won't even entertain the idea of being moral barometer.
Yeah, that's it.
He won't even talk to. He's like, if he was going on a date with a girl and she said she was an atheist, he wouldn't even entertain the idea. Because where's your moral barometer is what he says. But I think that humans need some holy book to tell us what's right and wrong is really underestimating us.
I agree.
I think if you just follow the golden rule, do unto others, then you understand, like, why don't I kill you? Because I don't want to die. Mm-hmm. Why don't I steal your shit? Because if someone stole something from me, that'd be awful. Knowing that we as a race, as a species, have to be able to coexist and live together in a society to advance ourselves, like, I don't need a book to tell me to do that.
You should just be compassionate enough to realize it.
I think religion as a whole, while having provided some, positive things, as a whole is outdated and is... In the vast majority of it is nothing but a negative force.
Do you want me to read the
all in favor of Alec going to the elliptical?
Hey, so do you want me to read the 10 Commandments? And if you disagree with one and say that's a shitty rule, just fucking speak up.
10 Commandments are beneficial.
Okay. I guess this is for all Christians. It's in the Bible. Number 1 is, you shall have no other gods before me.
Fuck that.
That's fine.
Why do I follow you? Fuck you.
You shall make no idols.
That's fine.
By that I mean there's nobody you should worship.
Everyone idolizes something though.
Well,
everyone idolizes something in their life. That's ambition. But basically what I get from that is you shall have no other idols. Is
be a sheep.
God should be the number one priority in your life.
That's what it's saying.
I idolize Dungeons and Dragons. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
You're right.
I would die on the altar of Dungeons and Dragons.
That's literally what it's saying though. God should for Christians, for diehard Christians, God should be number 1 in your life. Before even your husband or wife. Anyways, number 3, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain.
Fuck you, God. Why is your name so special? If you're a big high and mighty God, why do you care
have a
if
lot
I
of
say
years left to live. You have a lot of years left to live.
Yeah.
Keep the Sabbath day holy. It's the Sabbath day.
Sunday. Fuck that one too. The first 4 are literally all about, hey, God's you.
What's wrong about having Sunday off?
He's literally saying, I created all of you. Can I at least have Sunday for you guys to remember me? That's what he's saying.
They're saying specifically, because I'm pretty sure there are places in the Bible where it says, if you work on the Sabbath and, death is the fucking answer to that. I just don't, why is that a rule?
You should have a day off.
It's literally in the
Bible. A day
Bible.
off is different, though, because this is specifically to praise God.
Not exactly.
Thanks, man.
The
Yes.
Sabbath is
in the Bible, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but also it's just a day to kind of
Reminisce.
chill.
After he's done.
Chill.
I'm pretty sure Monday through Saturday, I don't know, like I said, I haven't read the Bible. Monday through Saturday, God made everything on a certain day, land, people, I don't know what it was, fuck it. On Sunday, he rested, yeah. So I guess Sunday is just his chill day, Anyway, 5, honor your father and your mother.
Good things.
I can overall agree with that, unless your mom and dad are assholes. I can agree with that.
Lisa and fuck you.
What is
Continue.
You number 6, you shall not murder.
Good one.
Good one.
Solid.
Number 7.
Hey, solid rule.
You shall not commit adultery.
I can respect that.
Probably a good
Fucking
trait.
guy's wife, you're probably an awful person.
8.
Yeah.
You shall not steal.
Good idea.
9.
Yeah.
You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. What does that
Don't
mean?
lie.
That means, yeah, exactly.
Don't lie. Hey,
I
don't
thought
lie.
that meant
Put
just
the
don't
respect on
lie.
my
Just
name.
don't lie.
Like Tom next door has a bigger house, so I'm gonna say he murdered his wife.
Yeah, exactly.
10.
Exactly.
You shall not covet. What does that mean?
Covet.
Covet. What does that mean?
You shouldn't want things that other people have.
Which
be jealous,
again,
basically?
it's essentially, which I agree with. Try and avoid it, but you can't say don't be jealous. That's the rule itself.
Jealousy gives you the drive
exactly
to make
so
yourself
I
better.
don't think you can entirely count that out, but I agree that it's don't covet other people's
I think the heart of it is being grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
And not,
So
Not just being down on yourself.
The first
for
4
having
absolutely.
other
the
people.
first 4 are about God, just making you respect Him. You think those are just
horseshit. I think that if you're such a high and mighty, powerful God that loves everyone and is all powerful, why do you need us to suck your dick every day for you to
because He created us and we're only on this earth because He created us.
If He loves us so much, why does He want
Do you really think it's that much about that? Us it's. I don't think it's that much
Al, do you ever
about
think
us.
about
Literally,
the percent. Oh, you can go. My bad.
I don't think it's literally about us bowing down all the time, 100% God, everything, all the fucking time.
It's bullshit.
So
I almost lost my train of
do you ever
thought.
think about what are the odds that you're actually on this fucking planet?
Oh,
Considering
minuscule.
how many times that your dad nutted?
I am grateful for everything I have, and I'm grateful that I'm alive. But I'm not grateful to some giant. I'm not gonna spend my entire life saying thank you so much. Why did
Sunday?
if
Just go
he
to church on
if
Sunday.
He made us, for the sole purpose of us worshiping him in everything we do.
That's
and he's a
not
fucking
it.
egomaniac.
That's not it, Alec, at all, though.
But it's
really
the
not.
Bible talks all the time about how
It's
you
really
should
not,
worship
bro.
God
Stop.
in your heart and everything and stuff like that.
We have an atheist arguing with a couple of people who might believe, maybe,
It's not
that
like
there's
I'm
a
a
God.
diehard Christian. at all,
Exactly.
though. That's the thing.
So we're just arguing for no
man.
reason.
So guys,
We're not even
listen,
arguing. I think
so
we're
hey,
It's
hey,
really,
hey,
it's really not about.
hey,
I think
guys,
you're
so
misinterpreting.
listen.
I-
So no. Listen. First off, going back to the original topic of how we die and not Christianity or anything. So I really like to think that when we die, it's just like we go into an eternal dream. Cause
That's
like
pretty
think
sick.
of it.
Getting chased by giant
So what if
predators.
we
Like,
already
but no,
died?
think
What
about
if
it.
we're
Like,
dead right
exactly,
now?
and we're in a dream. But like, think of this: how many people have died throughout entire
Billions?
Couple billion.
And you're
yeah.
telling me
fucking shit
heaven?
ton.
Couple billion.
You're telling me this mystical field of heaven is holding every single one
No,
of these people?
apparently
Dude,
heaven-
it's a dick to butt party the whole
No,
time.
apparently
Through
heaven-
wild country.
Apparently, heaven
They're
is
closed
just
that way.
I know, I heard.
like eternal happiness. Like nobody obviously fucking knows, but I'm pretty sure something like I said. Like
That's
I
the
don't, I
thing.
haven't read
You
the Bible.
can't mentally
You
understand.
can't
we can't
comprehend what
comprehend
you're like what
infinity.
heaven
We
is. You
cannot
know,
comprehend
like it's just you just know it's eternal happiness.
How do you
Yeah.
comprehend infinity? It's like the
Exactly.
same concept.
It's the same concept
same
because
concept.
if you can't comprehend how many fucking planets there are in this, like the entire
Which might as well be infinite.
space,
Might as well be.
yeah,
I mean,
which
it's
might
never
as well be infinite.
Yeah.
So if
Then
we're
how
not
can you
gonna be honest,
comprehend
we're
that?
not- Obviously, I know. I get a bit overzealous. I don't. If God is real, I don't literally think that he's just some awful thing that's like, suck my dick, you should love me. I just think if you look at
One day a
Christianity as a
week.
whole, it doesn't make sense to me because if there is a God that made all this and did all that, I just don't see why you would need that much like in return. But overall, I don't believe in any of that. So it's all.
Vietnam said about you.
Fat Malone is a liberal and atheist. I don't really like both people, but Fat Malone makes them look good.
Hey, Corey.
A lot of gang shit.
It's because you like it's because you speak well and you're just an intellectual.
Yeah, I
honestly.
mean, yeah, and I don't,
Cheers, brother.
and I don't like. If someone says I'm a religious person, I don't immediately go, you're a scumbag. I obviously understand that like people are raised in these religions and they don't know any better. You know what I mean? Like if you're raised a Christian your whole life, it's gonna be really hard for you to end up as a Muslim or an atheist, something like that.
Exactly.
So I don't think like, but when there are people who have like shit reasoning, and obviously like Westboro Baptist Church, people go like who protest military funerals and say that God hates fags. Like obviously like you're just a bad person, you're a shitty person, and you're using religion
As
to
your
give you an
justification.
excuse to be shitty. You're a terrible person. So
No,
I
I-
understand because there are people like JJ, right, or all of you here, like you are all religious in some way, shape, or form, and you're not awful people, right? There are good ones out there. But when I look at something like the Catholic Church that is systematically, absolutely fucking terrible, just awful in
Power
every way,
hungry.
shape, and form, and I see that, I can't. I find it so hard for me to believe. On an emotional standpoint and a logical standpoint, it's a whole other story. But just from an emotional standpoint and a spiritual standpoint, I guess I can't believe that if there is a God, that he's just watching this and going, "Those are my guys, those are my people," and not. Like, why are you not fucking firing lightning bolts down at these fucking pedophiles, man? If I was God, and I saw this, and I'm like, these people are saying they're acting in my name, but then they're raping kids, I would just be launching fucking buses at these people from the sky.
It's
Probably because there's no God.
But then everybody would fucking believe. Oh my God, dude, this shit just happened.
That's another
There's
big
a
thing
fucking
for me
God.
is
Everybody
I don't
believes
get the
now,
whole
though.
you have to have faith. If God created me, then God made me a logical person where I have to see it to believe it for the most part. I don't believe in ghosts, right? Because if there were ghosts on the planet, I feel like there would have to be more proof for it.
We don't believe in Delaware.
Exactly.
Haven't been
I'm
there.
99% sure Wyoming is not a real place. But so if God made
Oh
me
no,
the
I'm
way I am,
100% sure.
then if God made me the way
Never
I
been
am,
there.
and he made me this skeptical of a
Chill
person,
place, though.
then
No, it's not
but
real.
Then he demands that I have blind faith that God is real. Like, but you made me this way. If God, he made me to be a heavy skeptic.
I mean,
So I feel like man.
Okay,
fuck
okay.
you,
Look
God.
at it
You
this
fucked
way,
me.
though. Look at it this way. There's a God, but there's no predetermination. So there is someone watching, and there is someone who started it all, but it's
Like theism, yes.
all arbitrary after that.
I find that more plausible than a God who is like in every way, in every day, changing and forming our lives and answering prayers.
Yeah.
I would lean more towards deism than other Christianity, but I lean far more on the atheist side than anything else.
Oh,
Matt's raising his
Mr.
hand.
Fat Malone. Yeah, my theory on that about how like some people think like, oh, like everything that happens is supposed to happen. I think yes, some things are supposed to happen in a certain way, but not literally everything I do. Like me after this eating like a taco. Like I don't think like that's
And
like
that's,
oh bro, it's just like
I don't know what religious books say about it. 'Cause I know
predetermined.
there's some sects of Christianity who believe in like it's like the Book of the Lamb or something, where it just has the names of everyone who's going to go to heaven and everyone who's going to go to hell beforehand. And some sects of Christianity believe that like everything is predetermined. Some believe that we have free will. Some believe that free will is just a figment of imagination. So that all depends. If someone was to tell me that God predetermines everything, then I would say God's a fucking asshole. So, and if someone say they set it on its course and let things happen, then I would still say God's an asshole for not stopping all this horrible shit that happens. So, but I think the predestination thing is far more like that. Just makes no sense to me. Like if there's
I hate to be a bother, but
Yeah,
Reed,
we should definitely move on.
Reed, what does the recording say right there? The recording little bar on the
125.
should be about
125.
We've definitely gone off on quite a bit of a tangent.
We have.
I mean, it's
Right
it's
here?
been fine.
What does that say?
Literally, it's just
Yeah.
about religion.
I hate-
like I feel like people are interested
125?
in hearing.
Pardon
okay.
me if I would
Normal
annoy anyone
people
with
think,
my,
you know,
my
like-
atheist dogmatism.
What
This is something everyone can relate
What we're gonna do-
Actually.
I really enjoy talking about it. I genuinely do.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna separate this podcast into 2 parts on YouTube again. Because Audacity decided to fuck up again. If you
I
can
thought
see,
it did.
did, and I'm glad
I
you
thought
caught
you
that.
mentioned it, but I was like,
I don't know
oh.
why it
Well,
did,
they
but
knocked
it
out in
did.
the past 25 minutes because we can redo all that. We can redo all that.
No, we'll just record
Please,
it,
Scott.
or we'll save
I
it.
gotta go.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll do the segments besides Headline Hoax. Probably not the song lyrics like poetry because we're probably
are we
not
gonna
ready.
do a quickster?
Quickster,
Quickster.
like quick topics.
Quick. We've.
Like a
I mean,
twofer?
we did decide we were gonna make it a little shorter.
Yeah, we'll be.
Yeah, bro.
We'll
We talked to religion
shit.
for
we can make it a
45 minutes.
quickster if you guys want
Holy
to,
shit.
but I mean, it's up to you guys.
I could
We'll
keep
get there
talking
when
We
we
could
get there.
also just cut it short.
Yeah, we can also cut it short. But we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break because I do want to do want to do the eBay items of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So-
Let's come back. Let's
Exactly.
do those,
You know?
and then
Holy
just
shit.
let's.
Has Corey done his
If you
punishment
want to
yet?
just call it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
What was it?
Alright,
It was a
guys,
sandwich.
see you
But
later.
But we'll be back.
I didn't get a chance to watch it last week.
Bye,
We'll be back.
everybody.
Accept
We'll be
the
back, guys.
idea
See ya, bro.
Could be right.
So
See ya, bro.
stay tuned.